to downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Saints, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Twisting away. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
21. 56, the mock boys, 56. Check 56. Touchdown, 56. Mike, 56, right there.
Now Garoppolo. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And some room to work. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Jacob Harris, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Garoppolo on 1st down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Garoppolo. Finding Williams once more, complete. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watkins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check it out, Reed.
Handoff comes to Cook. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
No, off.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's get off the field. Hey, come on.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They hand this off to Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Najee Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Buccaneers 6. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Williams brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's caught by Galladay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Next score, Saints 28, Buccaneers 6. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Again, that's Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Garoppolo now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Good job.
Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Robbie Anderson. As time expires in the 1st half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
2 yards, good enough for first.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Saints first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run the counter. Harris, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Kadarius Toney
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 2, Jones rolling to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
53, check 53.
Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He can't get him down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 136 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Key to tight end, key to tight end.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Najee Harris with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days.
And now the rookie's free. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel.
They run the counter. Harris And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Buccaneers 20. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
At the 36-yard line.
Harris going to get it again on second down. A beautiful spin and room to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 215 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And